There we go. I know. I just yeah. Yeah, great start. Thank you, baby. Uh, my fiance just came in to tell me that I was muted. I knew. I didn't know at first, but I know now. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for that weird ass intro. Glad to have you with me. All the good things. Today is Risk of Rain 2. Yesterday was a lot, and I was going to originally like try and figure out what I wanted to stream for the Variety Day, because Variety Day is just whatever the hell I want to stream. This isn't like series or anything like that. This is just a day to have fun and play whatever I want to play. But today was not prepared for, and so the only idea I floated is Risk of Rain 2, so we're going to play Risk of Rain 2. It's fun. You can see in the chat there, we've got a new little way of doing the songs. It's no longer displayed on the screen. It is instead going to be displayed in the chat. I'm trying a new little program / service thing that my buddy Professor Fox told me about, called Pretzel Rocks. And Pretzel Rocks should give some... I'm going to turn this down ever so slightly. You know, I'm going to turn that back up, and I'm going to turn it down on Pretzel Rocks itself. Give me just a second to adjust that. Okay, that should be a little better. I know it was a little loud in my headphones. Like I said, it's a new thing. But yeah, he recommended it to me because I mentioned that I'd been searching for like a Spotify playlist that had a bunch of lo-fi songs that I could stream and not get muted. Because I've been getting muted a lot. Like 2 of my last 3 streams have been muted for lo-fi stuff. And this one has like it has like channels you can choose, and they will play like a bunch of a different kind, and one of them's just chill, and it's just a bunch of lo-fi songs. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna see how that goes. And if it works out, we're gonna keep using Pretzel Rocks, and if not, I'm gonna go back to the Spotify, and that's gonna be what it is. And let's go ahead and get into the Risk of the Rain. So for anyone that's never played Risk of Rain, it is sort of a roguelike shooter platformer thing. More of a shooter than a platformer, but there are some platforming elements in it. It is very fun, and I've played quite a bit of it. I've got about 100 hours in this game, but it is quite fun. So we are gonna... I don't know who we should do first. Should I go with someone that I know? Because I pretty much have only... I'm good at Commando and Huntress. I'm okay. I'm not that good at Mercenary. And I'm trash with everyone else. So should I go with something I know, or should I try something new first and foremost? Because runs in this can go for quite a while. You can keep looping and looping, and just like keep going for quite a while. So I'm wondering whether I should do someone that I know, or do someone that I haven't played much. Oh, I've got the Hornet skin now for Commando. That's very nice. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the Arctic skin for Huntress. Bleh. And I don't think I've unlocked another skin for anyone else. At least not vanilla. I've played this a lot with mods, but I haven't done a lot of vanilla. Let's go with one that I know. Let's go with Commando. Let's go easy. For the moment being, we'll just go Raiden Storm. I play a lot on Drizzle just because I'm a basic bitch. But we're gonna go Drizzle. And just like the different difficulties up here. Rainstorm is normal. We got a bunch of different artifacts that we could use. We're not gonna use any artifacts right now. It's just casual times. It's just casual times. It's very much you crash land into an area, and you begin to shoot the things, and you collect the monies. And the little barrels right there, you can just get money for free. And you find things and just pop them. What the fuck is this anime nerd? I know, right? Hey Fox, welcome to stream. Yeah, I have gone the way of the VTuber. Oh, come on. I didn't know that the frag grenade just bounced off him. I haven't used it much yet. And go right between their legs. Awesome. Cool. You know the path of the VTuber must be particularly cursed if the furry is calling me out on it. Have you enjoyed the peaceful experience of unlocking the plant character? I have unlocked the plant character. Is that the one where you have to carry the thing without getting hit? To like the 3rd stage or something like that? I did that forever ago, and I just cannot remember how painful it was, but I know it was kind of painful. I do have all characters unlocked. I just recently unlocked the Void Fiend, and that was interesting. Thankfully, I had like one godly run that ended up with me beating the Void boss. Yeah, it's carrying the battery to hell. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember doing that. I remember that it was painful. It's been a long time, so I can't remember exactly how painful. But yes, it is very much not a good time. Void Fiend is fun. He's very interesting, because I had a buddy at my last job that played a lot of Risk of Rain 2, and she and I would talk for quite a while about it. And she would talk about how Void Fiend was one of her favorite characters to play. And I didn't have it at the time. But after playing a little bit, I understand why. Like, it's very different. It's very much got more going on for it. And if you've been, like, playing the game for quite a while, then I can totally see where that would appeal more. Because, like, at this point, you've got the basics down, you've got all the rest of it down pat. You want a little something extra. And Void Fiend absolutely gives that something extra. These boys just be popping up out the blue. And before anyone thinks that I'm going to be doing like 7-minute runs in each stage trying to get the Prion accumulator, no. I am very much a take your time. Accurate's my current main. I like doing Huntress a lot. I do good with Commando. I do okay with Mercenary, and I'm trash with everyone else. I have not used everyone else nearly enough to understand how they're played. Railgunner is hard as hell. If anyone tells you that they main Railgunner, stay away from them because they're probably a psychopath. Because, yeah, a game like this, you may not be able to see it now, but when you get on later on into loops, you don't understand how a sniper could possibly work. And that's the thing about this game too, is every character is sort of a different play style. Like, you got Huntress that you don't really need to aim, but it's a bit of a slower firing rate because her arrows sort of heat seek, basically. They're heat-seeking arrows. Oh, fuck off. And then you got Commando that you very much do have to aim, but, I mean, much faster firing speed. You aren't nearly as punished for it. And then you got a couple of melee characters in Loader and Mercenary. You got a whole different slew of things. I will never understand the Artificer. The Artificer, I will never understand how it's done, and everyone I've talked to about Artificer has this look on their face like they're trying to pass a kidney stone. So I assume that no one else really knows either. It's doable, but majority of your modifiers are going to be shield and speed related. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I like to go for a lot of damage and a lot of firing speed. Because I'm a basic bitch. Me do strong build. Me want swing big fuck off stick. There's kind of a running theme of that if you can't tell. Also, hey Swedish Ace, welcome to stream. Yes, I am very much the type that will scour the map for anything useful. Artificer exists, yes, absolutely. Out of all the characters there are, Artificer is one of them. Boy howdy. She is one of them. If you made a ranked list of all the survivors in Risk of Rain 2, Artificer would be on there. There we go. Have I looped around the arena yet? Almost. Yep. There's my little start. Here's the fuck off, boys. I'm getting boys overhead now. Bah. Oh, Void Sent Flame. I love you. Oh, Ignition Tank. Yes. Give me fire. Someone just tagged something. There's also some noise going on out in the kitchen. I assume this is probably Tori messing with stuff in the sink. Okay, let's just pop this. We gonna do it. Beetle Queen, not bad. Grenade! Grenade! I kind of regret having the grenade now instead of suppressing fire. I like suppressing fire more. Because I can't aim this Granado for shit. Like, it technically does more damage, sure, but it bounces all over the place like an idiot. Yeah, even just looking at this, like, how could a sniper build work? Like, I know what you said, lots of shield and speed stuff, but just how? Just how? I can't dodge nearly enough to do, like, high run railgunner. My dodge is not that pro. Get good? Yeah, probably. Now I'm gonna start having Dark Souls flashbacks, thanks. No, I think between the Dark Souls streams, I'm gonna go and grind some souls. I know I said I wouldn't, but that was mainly because it just doesn't make for good TV. Are you saying it bounces like a grenade? I know, right? It's craziness, but it does. Listen, I like a lot of chain attacks. Yeah, sure, okay. But I will start panicking in Railgunner mode. I will start panicking because I'll be sitting there like, oh my god, everything's coming at me. Pocket ICBM. Okay, that doesn't really do much for me right now. Maybe if I find an ATG. It's stupid, but it works, and sometimes that's the best kind of explanation you get. Yeah, kind of. DJ wants a sticky grenade. Abso-fucking-lutely. Back in the Halo days, I would be that asshole with all the plasma grenades. You could bitch about me all you wanted, but hey, I got kills. I got kills with those things. For any of you that watched RVB, I am basically Private Donut without the homosexual undertones. Depending on who you ask. I know you're in here somewhere. Oh, he got... Oh, nope. See, I knew he was in there. This is where your Railgunner arc begins. You know what? Just for you, Fox, I will do Railgunner when this run ends. Because I am not going to be in one run for 4 hours. That's not going to happen. If nothing else, I won't let it happen. But just for you, I will do at least one Railgunner run. Just to see how to do. With a lot less lightish red in the wardrobe. Yeah. A lot less lightish red. Many more blacks and blues. Pretty much every shirt I own is either a variation of, like, grayscale and just monotone, like black and gray and white, or blue. A couple of red. Not many. But it's mainly just black and blue. Yeah, get over the root. Weird that I can get hung up on such a tiny thing. There's something poignant to be said about that, but I don't have the wherewithal right now. Drop down here and grab this. Bundle of fireworks. Do the fireworks interact with ICBM? I don't know if they do. Even then, I don't really think I'd care too much about it. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, well, now I finally got a use for the ICBM. It can just be, okay, well, fireworks are a little less shit. Cool. Okay. Tri-pointed dagger. That's good. Now we got some bleed going. Oh, come on. I already got this achievement. Because I think that was the achievement. It was like, pop a fortune shrine 5 times and get nothing. There'll be some artifacing going on. Where be artifacing going on? Who's artifacing? I'll stop him. Deathmark, not too useful right now, but it will be later. Later down the line. Playing this death music like I'm gonna drop. Where the boys at? Where the boys in the hood? Okay, here's a boy in the hood. Cool. Gotti. 167. Come on. You gotta give me more than this. I'm on Rainstorm. You gotta give me more. Lensmaker glasses are good. Better crits. Where are all the enemies? They're all just like on the other side of the map. They just fucked off somewhere else. Is that what it is? Your bitrate just isn't too happy when the screen gets busy? Yeah, I'd imagine so. I don't know why. Because my computer's pretty good. So I don't feel like it should get as bad as it does, but, you know, kind of is what it is. Ow. Maybe one of these days I'll go download more RAM. There we go. Pop, pop. Okay, now I can pop it again. And yes, we are going to pop it again. As I want all the gubbins. Give me something good. Nothing. Just more fireworks. Probably just OBS settings. See, that's the thing. OBS auto-detected my settings. So I should be getting the best performance I can, right? But I don't know. Every so often, it just likes to derp out on me. I do have the auto limit bitrate thing on, just because if I don't, then I start dropping frames like a madman. You can have your own dedicated Minecraft server? Yeah, totally. Need to build another computer first. I don't think I got the spare parts around right now. Okay, armor-piercing rounds. Not bad. Get some muns, get some gubs. What you got? Focus crystal, not great on commando, but okay. I'll take it just because it's a thing to have. Doink. Oh, we got a choice here. Go check out the choices. Well, not with that attitude, you don't. Yeah, well, you know. I don't think my attitude is really deciding when I get computer parts. We got that, we got that, we got that. I'm gonna choose the cola. Yeah, I don't think it's like, just change your attitude and suddenly someone will send you a 4080 forehead. Because if that was the case, I absolutely would change my tune in a heartbeat. Shit's is expensive. Okay, tougher times. Good. Rusted key. Okay. Cool, I guess. I've already forgotten where the teleporter is in here too, so we're just gonna wander around, meander, and look for it. I'm not a fan of this level because it's so easy to get turned around. Hi. Just make a 4080 out of a microwave and a half trash can? Well, damn. If only I would have known that. I left a microwave left a microwave back in my old house. I would have had everything. Would have just stolen the trash can they gave us, cut it in half. Would they be upset about it? Sure. But I got a 4080. What do you got? Truthfully, my landlady is also a bit of a tech geek, so she'd probably be like, yo, for real? Give me that other half of the trash can. Like, show me how to do this. I'm gonna guess it's over here because all the sparkles. Come on, Minecraft man, build stuff. I know, right? I'm being a disgrace to Minecraft people everywhere. Minecraft Steve is not impressed with my performance. And I hide behind this rock and just pop him. There's no reason that should have worked. Lepton Daisy, cool, I guess. Not a fan of the Lepton Daisy. I feel like it's kind of a waste of an item. You get a random boost of healing from the teleporter event. Woohoo. It's like, but if you're doing it right, like, the boss is dead before you get that heal. I was like, what's the point? Hi. This is a good place for a teleporter, though. Kind of a killing ground for anything coming in. Okay, next round. It's always the frozen wastes. The daisy never goes off when it would actually benefit me? Yeah, that's my point. Like, if it went off earlier in it, or like, it was just like, you get one boost of healing when you reach like X amount of health during the teleporter event, or something like that, sure. It's like, yeah, halfway through you get health. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's like, yeah, but halfway through I don't need the health. I'm either good or I'm dead. Like, there's no in between for it. Ooh, another tough times. Yes. Got lens makers, flashbang, and fire. You can go flashbang. We got another choice up here. It looks like a crowbar. Ooh, syringe or flashbang. I don't syringe every time. Every time. On Commando, syringe is king. Like, attack speed, you can't beat it on him. You're just a hail of bullets. You are just a rain of death upon their heads. Oh, adaptive chest. I hate these. I hate these because I never do it right. What'd I get? I got an opal. Okay. Sure. That works. It always just feels like those adaptive chests, like I'm just getting something at random. And it's just showing me all the things I could have gotten if I wasn't such, you know, shit at timing. That's another thing. The stun grenade also does help with those guys. And eccentric vase. Ugh. Like I'm gonna use that. Trophy Hunter's Tricorn. I mean, at least I'll use this once. I'm sure someone's already tried this. Hates RNG, plays D&D. I mean, listen. Here's my thing with it. It's not A, it's not all RNG. B, it's fun to fail in D&D. Here, if you fail, you just feel like a sucker. Every roll in D&D, it's not like, oh, well, you know, if you'd rolled 2 higher than this, you would have been, like, the king, and everyone would have praised your name. But since you didn't, suck shit, loser. Let's get a random thing. Ugh, I lost that bargain. I feel like the banner is good. I feel like the banner is... It doesn't get enough love. The banner's not loved. And I don't know why. Ooh. Syringe printer. Fuck off, you. What can I get rid of? I can get rid of that. I can get rid of these. And I can get rid of the focus crystal. And I'll turn all of those into syringes. Hold on. Auto mods being stupid. There we go. Better to play Warhammer tabletop and rolls definitely make me feel tough shit, loser. Yeah, but I don't play Warhammer. In D&D, depending on your DM, it can be very fun to lose a roll. Like, you'll get the moments of, like, you roll a natural 1 on a perception check. And to, like, check what's in the room. And it's like, well... You're pretty sure there's a room. But you're not entirely certain. Not the auto mod? Yeah. I'm still a bit of a basic bitch when it comes to the mod stuff. The moderation in the stream. What can you do, you know? I guess let's go ahead and pop teleporter. I think we got enough from here. We got 5 syringes. Beat his ass with that. It's fine. Okay, that was weird. I think my game just went crazy for a second. Ow. Leave my hot cross buns alone. Yeah, Minnie was talking about some sort of bot for streams the other day, and I can't remember what bot she was talking about off the top of my head. And I really should go back and like look at the VOD and see what she was talking about and like look into that, because I meant to. And just everything's been a little hectic. A little hectic. Oh, I should also hit that combat shrine. My first time playing Warhammer, coming from D&D, and rules make it feel so foreign all the way down to how you roll. Yeah, I get that. I think I haven't really looked into many different systems. One of them that I've looked into is Pathfinder. And if I were to do, like, if I were to DM again, I would probably do a Pathfinder game. Just because the whole bullshit with the game license, when that was happening, which is, I guess, depending on your point of view, it is or it isn't still happening. but I feel like it kind of still is happening. So for anyone that doesn't know, they basically tried to make some really scummy adjustments to their game license because of all the people that are able to successfully like stream D&D content and make money from it, to where even the God, that is bright. We're not going into the, well, yeah, let's go into it. Fuck it. God, get me out of this blue light. So bad. Anyway, even like the biggest D&D people wouldn't have been unaffected from it, like Critical Role and like Dimension 20 and all them sort of things. Also, my God took me to court and then left me in the void. Fuck Religion and Warhammer. Good God. That's a thing they can do? That's ridiculous. I kind of like it. Okay, here's the thing. I can never remember most of the lunar things. I remember this is purity and this is bad. I remember Visions of Heresy, and this is either... I think this is a shaped glass. I need you to set your portals to night mode. Me too, man. Me too. I need to set my portals to night mode. I think it's like Transcendence or something like that. I can't remember what it is. I got enough to where I can just pop one and see it. Egocentrism. I can't remember how, like, what that does. So I'm gonna roll it until I get something familiar. Hellfire Tincture. I think that's Strides of Heresy. And that's another heresy item. So I could become the heretic. But I don't want to become the heretic. We're going to re-roll it. Another heretic items, impurities. Beads of Fealty. I can't remember what this one is. And Spinal Tonic. We'll pop Spinal Tonic just because it's more useful than what we got. And if we get... I can't remember what the item is that we need. What is the item that we need? It like... It makes you pop... It says... Your equipment reloads twice as fast, but it automatically goes off as soon as you can use it. And I can't remember what it is. It's like the Convergence... I can't remember what that is. I can't remember what this is. I can't remember what that fucking thing is. I'm gonna pop this just so I can see what it is. Glowing Meteorite, that's not it. Heresy thing. Pauldron. Corpse Bloom, Beats of Fealty. Egocentrism, Purity. Yeah, if you roll a nat 20 as a Warhammer Cleric, DM rolls a wheel of bad things that can happen. The ultimate thing is your god yeets you to their plane to face trial. The trial decides if you're abandoned by the religion and throw you back to a random spot in the world powerless, or just leave you in the void to die. Jesus Christ. And no, neither of those. So my first D&D character, I was a Dwarven Forge Cleric. So that kind of speaks to me on a spiritual level. And Jesus, that's horrible. Why would anyone be a Warhammer Cleric? I can't remember what this thing is. I know it's not the right thing. Focus Convergence. I was right. It's Convergence. Corpse Bloom. Meteorite. Pauldron. Do I not even have the thing unlocked? I might not. I don't have everything unlocked. Okay, I can't roll it again. So I'll just, Essence of Heresy, Glowing Meteorite. What is... I can't remember what half these things do. So it's fine. We got a Bandolier, looks like, and Dio's Best Friend. That reforges 5 items. I don't even think I have 5 green items. No, I think I do. But only about. Gesture of the Drowned. That's the one I'm thinking of. Gesture of the Drowned. I have not seen that the entire time. I don't know if I actually have it unlocked. So I can't even remember what I've got to do to get... Yeah, halves cooldown. It like has cooldown and makes you pop your equipment whenever it's ready. And I can't remember how to unlock it because I don't think I've unlocked it. Bleed. And the fucking Jerry slimes. I was playing Risk of Rain, yet here are these Minecraft slimes. I gotta pause to read this. I'm gonna pause to read this, and I'm gonna eat a Pocky. Because Tori was lovely and brought me a Pocky. It's weird to me just that high rolls are bad in Warhammer, but it's cool. There's a mechanic to losing limbs, from full limbs all the way down to losing specific toes and fingers. I've actually heard of similar mechanics. God, why is this impossible, though? I'm just going to take out my knife. I've heard of similar things that people use in D&D. It's like a... Oh, what did they call it? I think it's like a... Fuck, I can't remember. It's something injury, just like a grave injury table or something like that. I've heard of people using something like that in D&D, and I've always considered it interesting, but I've never really used it myself, because I feel like that's the sort of thing that the DM and the players kind of have to agree on. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, you got a natural 20 against you, and it takes out an eye. Pocky, fucking anime nerd. Coming from the furry, huh? I have no idea why she brought me Pocky, but it's nice. You tell me that a beautiful woman comes and brings you a crispy snack coated in chocolate and you're gonna say no? Because it makes you look like an anime nerd? Because I won't. Hell no. I'm a man of culture. Take a drink of water. It's important to stay hydrated, kids. Yeah, that's why I have the credit to make these calls. What, because you're a furry? My guy, I think that gives you negative credit. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm more surprised than I am hating it. Ooh. Will-O-Wisp, not gonna say no. To make it clear to anyone else in chat, I like to make the jokes at the furry's expense, but I don't really care one way or the other. You live your life. Fox is just a good friend. Got over here. Ooh. Void. Safer spaces. Sure, I'll take it. And anime nerd gives positive credit. It's just a battle of the negatives. I mean, true, but in recent years, anime nerd's credit has gone from really negative to kind of negative. We've been going up in the world. Burn the fire slimes. Yes, that is how you must do it. Fight fire with fire. It's what our parents always told us when we were kids, and we were too young to understand. They meant slime. They always meant slime, and we just didn't know. We didn't realize. We were too young and stupid to understand. Fire with fire means slime. I'm a hack your toaster. Joke's on you. My toaster isn't even plugged in. Or is it? No, wait, shit. I think my toaster is plugged in. I think it's like one of the few things in the kitchen that has been properly set up. As of yet. Because I moved recently and, like, when you move and you have the depression, everything takes 5 times longer to unpack. Gonna have burnt toast for the rest of your days? Oh, come on. I'm one of the motherfuckers that likes light toast, too. See here, scythe, requisition, whatever the hell that is. Scythe. Ow. Good you don't. Did I just bounce it off the big guy into the little guy that was chasing me? Pretty slick. Mine. Ooh. Yeah, razor wire. Okay. That's alright. Okay, so here is the thing. I'm gonna pause, read this one. I've been moved into this apartment so long I'm actually packing for my next move. There's some appliances that never made it to the unpacked stage. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm saying. And it's kind of what I had to explain to Tori, my mother-in-law, because I've moved like 10 times in my life, like 10 or 11 times, and I realized, just like, even then we only took like the least amount of things we could take with us because it's just a lot. So I've probably left behind more things in my life that I'll ever own again. And even then, like, it's like you're not gonna unpack a lot of this stuff. Like, it's gonna take us months to unpack, and even then, it's not gonna be everything. It's never gonna be everything. Packing is hard, unpacking is harder. Because you're just there, you're home now. You'll get like the first burst to like, I've gotta get this done so I can get this, that, and the other thing out. And like usable. But like the keepsakes and stuff, and the stuff that you keep just because it's like it holds sentimental value, or the things you don't use that often, they'll stay packed away forever. You put them in a box once and they'll never leave that box. The box will simply move. And that's kind of a thing you have to contend with when it comes to moving. Because you're going to take all this time putting things into boxes, and half of it's going to stay in that box. And anyone out there that hasn't moved, this is your word of warning. Like, this will happen to you. Eventually, all of us move somewhere for some reason. It will happen. And shaped glass. Because I think shaped glass is the one that gives, like, the debuff and whatnot. Gold chest. There's a thread chest. Rain stalks. Skills have no cooldowns for a short period after killing an elite. Nice. Gubbin. Give me the money for the gubbin. Memories stay in the box. You're asking too much to take it out of the box. Lose the box. Get a new box, and then put everything in the new box. Yeah, kind of, honestly. Like, on the one hand, it is lovely seeing like how much of Tori's family history like she has packed away. She's got stuff from like the 1800s for her family. There aren't a lot of families that aren't like, you know, buku bucks loaded. It's like, my father invented the wheel. That have history spanning back over 100 years. And like physical history. Like, I don't know who my papa's parents were. I will never know, most likely. But that's just what it is. But she's got stuff from so far out. Start packing your shit way before you think you need to? Yeah. Yeah, we learned that the hard way, didn't we? Guess I'm eating another pocket. Fuck off. This one broke in half in the package, actually, so I have to, like, slide the other half out. They're just calling to me. They're sitting right next to me. I have to eat them. Yes. Absolutely start packing way before you think you need to. If you're going to move in 3 months, start packing in 2. Because you may think, oh, I can get it all packed in a week. You could. You could. It's going to be a hell of a week, though. You are going to hate yourself all that week. Now, next move, we just gonna stay in the boxes. God damn it. Yeah. That's the best way to do it, honestly. Fuck the shelves. Fuck all of it. Just we live in out of boxes. Apartment, box. Bathtub, box. Toilet. Well, no, that's just gonna be a toilet because, I mean, come on. We're not animals. But the room the toilet's in, box. My fault he has the Pocky. I had to give gift. No one's faulting you. Except for Fox, but his opinion doesn't matter. Well, except when it comes to Artificer. His opinion matters in Artificer because it lines up with mine. Remember that, kids. Their opinion matters only if it lines up with your own long-standing beliefs. Deny every worldview that is not your own. No furniture, no bookcase, no dresser. We can just decorate the boxes. Yeah, you can. Infinitely decoratable. For the cost of a box of crayons, you can decorate your entire apartment to look brand new. Bonus points if you go for the walls, too. Yeah, kids, put them on wall duty. They'll love it. They get to laugh at all their friends whose parents got to screaming at them for drawing on the walls. Like, haha, not only did my parents have me draw on the walls, they helped. I'm not faulting, I'm just stating pessimistic facts. Is that a pessimistic worldview? Of just anime nerd? Goat hoof. I'll take it. Crowbar, yes. It's all I have that is me. It's all I have left in this world. Okay, let's go ahead and pop the teleporter. It's a big boy over there. There's a boy in the walls. See, the magma worm sucks to fight as Huntress. Because she always wants to lock onto its head and just its head. Never the body. Okay, I got it. You see, you say that, but my old office space in UE times, the walls weird, so I command stripped cardboard to them, and I just have posters and stickers on the cardboard. If it's not a worldview, then it should be. I mean, shit, fair enough. See, I also realized after a moment that you mean home office space, but it also just made me think of Kento keeping you in like a box. Just like a straight up cardboard box, you know, to make you feel at home. And like making you work on UE stuff from there. Just like, this is your office now, this is your 9 to 5. We've got everything to your liking. Why is it all the way over there? Why is it attacking that one? Why are you attacking the literal farthest thing? Guys, I think we got a retarded magma worm. I realize that's a taboo word for some people, but you know what? We vibing. Fuck it, we ballin'. Oh, that'll be nice too. Hey. Mind fucking off? Oh wait, did they kill it? Huh. Little turret that could. He sometimes slipped through food through the top of the box. Well, that doesn't sound like Kento at all. Taking care of people? No. No. That never happened. He used people as objects and then fucked off immediately. We all know this. Okay, now I'm going back to get that thing. And then we ballin'. Yeah, that never happened. You don't have to lie to my chat. Ooh, a guillotine. Nice. Okay, I think we are gonna go ahead and loop. We are gonna loop. I think we're gonna loop once. That way we can... Well, 7:30. You know what? I don't think we're gonna loop. I think we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for Micfix. It's not just gonna be one run for the stream. I do still want to get to a Railgunner run. So I know it's not going to last nearly as long. Okay, maybe I imagined the pizza, but it gave hope. Yeah. That's what's really important, the hope. Ooh, mocha. Nice. That's the real important part of the entire thing, is just the hope. The will to move on. To keep going. Yeah, fuck you, you big eyeball. Been yeeted into the stratosphere. Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Is it weird that I also kind of miss how it used to be, like, you could just go straight to Mithrix after the teleporter? And you didn't have, like, the pillar trials. Like, I miss that. I miss just being able to go up and donkey punch Mithrix. Like, you beat this level and then you just go to him immediately and just get at him. So, the will to keep pressing restart server. Yeah. Yeah, we broke things multiple times. And by we, I mainly mean Adrian. Adrian broke a lot of things. I know I sure as shit didn't have access to World Edit. Because wasn't that the thing that, like, Adrian kept on breaking things with World Edit? Like, he'd World Edit too much, and then everything would lag out to shit, and it's like, nope, we gotta restart the server. Or am I thinking of something else? Am I remembering, like, somewhere else? Oh, it's fair, the pillars are dumb? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, the way I had it in my head is, like, at first, the way I had it in my head at first is the way that I feel like it should be now. Which is, if you are on your first loop, let him go straight to Mithrix. But if you are on your second loop or more, then do the pillar trials. I feel like that's a better way of doing it. There's a grandfather around here somewhere. I saw him in the distance before. I think he's just below us. Yep, there's the grandfather. And he's throwing rocks at me. Yeah, I taught him how to use commands for fake World Edit, and it went downhill from there. Because the fake World Edit, majority of the time, was the arguments and issues I was having with the server host I kept having. See, I didn't know that there were arguments with the server host. Like, I don't think that was made clear to any of us that that was happening. Nor did I know it was fake World Edit. I thought it was just, like, legitimate World Edit, and, like, things were just being, like, way too out of scale for what World Edit could normally handle. And so it was just breaking down. I didn't realize there was, like, a bigger underlying thing. I think the longest time the server technically stayed in one piece was when I left and forgot the dummy UE server for testing was still running for, like, 2 weeks. Whee! Yeah, UE was held together with duct tape and dreams. It really was. Anyone who thinks, like, I miss back in Esden when everything worked well, wasn't paying attention in Esden. I fought them a lot. Yeah, like, I didn't even know that was a thing that was happening. Like, I didn't realize. I don't think any of us were really ever made aware of that. What were the issues? Because I think it was... correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Shockbite? Like, I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I'll call them out. I don't care. But I think it was Shockbite, wasn't it? I used commands to remake Basic World Edit. Okay, fair enough. If anyone could. If anyone could. Yeah, I think it... Wasn't it Shockbite? Or did Shockbite come after? Or no, it was Bisect hosting, wasn't it? I think it was Shockbite for a while, and it was Bisect hosting for a lot of it. Aww. I didn't realize he was doing that. Oh, well. Time to start Railgunner, I guess. Woohoo. Which one's Railgunner again? I think it was... Yes. Okay, so we got the... So we can zoom in, and we can take a pot shot, or we can just pop, pop, pop smart rounds, where it's like... It's less like the command does pop, 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 and more like just a pop, 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 where it's like very slow fire rate. And not very much damage. So you can see 1,000, but with the sniper, it's 1,000% damage. And I think 1,000% is before you factor in that you're hitting a weak spot. Typically, the issues with hosts before we went to community paid for a server was kept getting sketchy sponsor hosts who were shady, but also we were agreeing to really low server resources, and I just had to make it work. Most server we were given couldn't run Minecraft. Oh, I see. So it's just a lot of low-powered bullshit. And yeah, anyone who thinks it's a great idea to run a Minecraft server, the first and foremost thing you need to think about, how are you going to pay for that server? Because no one ever thinks about that. No one thinks about it, and they continue to not think about it until it's upon them. And it's like, oh shit, what do we do? Okay, so we got this. The shift is like the little landmine thing. I don't know what the R is. I think the R is like the repulsor blast sort of thing. Fuck off. I forgot I had to reload as well. Okay. I'm getting the lay of the land here. Whee! Ow. The little gunner drone, he should help me out. Ooh, long shot. Big shot. Blah. Shockbite was the last one before I snapped and we went community funded, and I got my Bisect partner to give us a discount. Shockbite lost her server files and made me put in a ticket to even talk to them. I do remember something about that, yeah. Also, welcome to stream, Minnie. And they had me on hold for over a week before telling me they were not told Kento was the owner. So him saying he consented to me making server adjustments didn't matter. That's bullshit. Like, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who's the owner. Like, so long as they've got access to the account, it shouldn't matter who's doing what with it. Like, that shouldn't be their business. A lot of duct tape and dreams, yeah. But it was good times. Made some great stupid memes back then. We all did. We all loved the season 2. I just saw Minnie's video on the history of Madeira back in season 2, and that was some good shit. Like it reminded me of the simpler times, and it kind of gave me the inkling to make a similar video and like do the thing I did with the old world of Aluma, which is to convert it to Bedrock Edition so I could play it in RTX. But I also have to really sit down with myself and be like, DJ, you know you're not going to do that. You know you're not going to do that. You're too damn lazy for that. You know you are. Sitting here like, yeah, I know. but it is a good idea. And maybe one of these days I will set a stream aside and we'll like take a look at the old UE world, and I'll tell some things about Reverie and about the Saviors and all that sort of business. Maybe one of these days. Maybe we'll do it in like a variety stream or something. Or maybe even after we have a stream series run out. And it'll be a new thing. I'm really happy with how the video turned out. It was a good video. It was a very good video. And I think I even commented on, like, I'm pretty sure that you told me a bunch of that stuff in, like, bits and pieces. But it's good to have it, like, all compiled in one place. Ooh, twofer. That's a good twofer. If I could get some items, that'd be wonderful. Something other than a fucking backup mag, because I can't use... Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, does the backup mag give me more shots before I have to reload? Yeah, even though I thought similar, because we had to make a lot of stories scripted that never got to get told. Yeah, like, I know that was the big thing about it, too, is, like, not only was it a factor of, like, oh, well, you know, no one... Like, there was not a whole lot... There was some weird stuff about the story, but I didn't even realize, like, there was a lot of stuff that just didn't get to happen with the story that was already planned out. And streaming the Esden world every now and again, when my viewers suggested I put together a little history video. Yeah, I think you said something similar during the video where you said that, someone had recommended that you make the video. Okay, another backup magazine. I need to see if... Does this... Okay, it kind of gives me more shots. It takes 2 shots per shot. Eh. It takes 2 shots per shot. So ready for Minnie to lead y'all on a Zelda-style dungeon adventure with her bow. Yeah. I did my best to keep all the drama out of it, though. Just wanted to focus on the good stuff. Yeah. I've talked in a previous stream about the bullshit with UE's mismanagement. I'm not going to talk about it again. But I have mentioned it before. If anyone's curious to know, you can just, like, parse through the old videos. VOD's up on YouTube, by the way. I do have that down in the cards now. I didn't before, but I do now. Yeah, there'll still be plenty of good times. Yeah. Yeah, UE was a lot of things all at once. Not all of them were good, but not all of them were bad. And that's important to remember, is that not all of them were bad. We had a lot of good times there. Despite all the fucked up stuff that happened, despite the mismanagement, despite the other things that will go unmentioned in the stream, for fear of, like, any sort of legal repercussion that may or may not come from it. It was fun. It was fun, and I made a lot of good friends. Encrusted key, woo. I wasn't, like, of all the things, fine. Say tougher times. Okay, Bungus. We got Bungus. Still determined to make one project construction for Reverie a real thing for some use. You misspelled Reverie, but I get you. Wait, make one project construction for Reverie a real thing for some use. Was one project construction a a like company of yours or something. I was making y'all a working damn boat, and when it was new season time, it was just like, but my boat. I do remember that plan. I think it was mentioned to me at some point that like he wanted us to all get on a boat at Reverie to sail away to the new world. I think that was mentioned. Which would have been fucking awesome, by the way. It would not have worked for... Well, it would have worked for Rockheim had we actually done that, but... Considering that we were actually supposed to arrive in Rockheim at a port town. I think it was Thorwald that we were supposed to arrive in. It was like the only town that me, Data, and Aaron ever really finished. Well, finished, quote unquote. It kind of fell apart with age. I feel like we've gone over the drama to death at this point. Yeah, we kind of have. Doesn't change how important UE was to us. I'm still convinced I wouldn't be here without that community. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have even started streaming. Like, I literally would not be here right now. I would not be doing this. I would be a very unhappy individual. And I'm still working on things. Like, I would love to do this as a job at some point. And I still very much want to keep working on this until it is a viable thing. As much as I'm sure I won't get the chance with my time frame, but you know, it is what it is. But I would not even be where I am right now without it. The boat was only like half functional, but it was just so many command blocks I didn't have time. I get that. I totally get that. Okay, so if it's not the shift thing, what is the R thing? I'm gonna have to test the R thing. Okay, we're gonna go medkit. Oh, I thought there was something over there. Yeah, the boat idea was really cool. And I liked it from the start, but like with all of the UE ideas, I was very much like, half of this is not gonna happen. Just because, like, there's too many ideas going around. Like, there's no way half of this is gonna get done just because it's too much to do. Like, that was the extent of what I knew from, like, story beats and all that sort of stuff. Is that there were a million fucking ideas being floated around at any one time. And it was just at the point of, there's no way any of this is going to be done. You're one of the people that inspired me to start streaming. Oh, thank you. It's actually really sweet. Thank you. The original reason I started streaming was because, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The reason I started streaming was because UE was a content creator SMP. And so to be on it, you had to be a content creator. Well, I kind of already had an in with Kento, so I usually used to joke about I was the one person in UE who invited themselves because I asked him about UE and was like, yo, I've heard of this thing that you're doing and it sounds fun. Can I be a part of it? And I was like, well, yeah, but like, it's a lot of content creators, so you'd have to make some content of some sort. Like, you gotta do YouTube videos, or you gotta stream or something. And I'd made YouTube videos in the past that no one will ever see again because they were terrible. But I've done YouTube videos in the past, but I'd never streamed. And I knew that a lot of editing would go into making YouTube videos, and I was like, I don't have the time for that. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the patience for it. I enjoy editing to a degree, but it is just such a time sink, and I cannot focus for the duration of it. I've edited videos since, and like, one of my favorite videos that I've done is an edited episode for Unknown Empire. I believe it was day 50. It's like one of my favorite ones that I've done. I've done like the whole subtitle thing, and I've done like little simple edits, and it's nothing big by any stretch of the imagination, but I like it. I'm a fan of it. And it was too much, so I'm just like, okay, I'll do a stream instead. I'll stream and I'll see what that's like. And it took me forever to figure out how to actually make a decent stream, because it's very much the nature of, I don't know how to stream. I don't know nearly what I'm doing. But I've slowly learned over time. Okay, let's pause and read these. I know I keep on pausing. I'm sorry, guys. I can't keep up with chat here. Like, beyond content, y'all supported me through some intense shit. I'm pretty sure I'd actually be dead if y'all weren't around back then. That's a very scary thought, but I'm very glad that you're here today. You are a very good friend, Minnie, and you deserve to be here. It was all on my list just during the main season where I did things that was college life and also dual job, but with the power of attention struggles, I was slowly doing a little bit of everything. I have no idea how you do that. Like, Tori tells me all the time of her time back in college, because she actually went to college. I did not. And she worked 2 jobs, as well as like doing some other stuff in addition to college stuff. And it's just crazy when I hear her talk about it. It's like, how? She talks about, like, yeah, I slept like 3 or 4 hours every day. It's like, how do you have the energy to do anything at that point? I got to break the rules. I was technically the only UE member not to make content. Yeah, for a while there, I kind of was too, because of my situation. I didn't make content too often, but I still make content every now and again. How dare you stop to make sure you can read? Yeah, I know, right? But, like, either the gameplay is going to suffer, or the reading comprehension is going to suffer. And I know the gameplay is going to suffer. And it's like, I'm already kind of shit at this character. I'm being frozen and all this shit. Away! Wrong away! I remember what the R is! Sleep was optional back then for a while. Yeah, I'd imagine. I'd imagine so. Yeah! That's why they call it Railgunner. R is a big fuck off super move. And now we can get back in the circle. Red Whip, not really useful for me right now. God, I wish I had some more drones. I feel like I need more drones. If only I could combine the Railgunner and the Engineer. Scary thought? Yeah, it was terrifying. It's taken me a long time to recover emotionally. I'd imagine so. Like, I've had my struggles with a fair few things, but when it comes to thoughts like that, I've been a little more fortunate than others, because I'm stubborn. I'm too stubborn for that sort of thing. Arguably still haven't. I mean, emotional recovery takes time, and you never really get back to 100%. But that's okay too. I had a friend at one point that gave me some very good advice. He wasn't always good at giving advice, not by a long shot. But he did give me one good piece of advice, and that is, it is okay to be not okay. And that very much holds true. And that, I guess that will be the takeaway from this stream, guys. It's okay to not be okay. You don't have to be okay 100% of the time. You don't have to always tough it out and be strong and take it in stride. It's okay sometimes to just not be okay. It's okay to sometimes just be a little damaged or broken or what have you. It's okay to be vulnerable and just beaten down And sometimes you have to be that way. You have to remain on your knees for a second and rest before you can pick yourself back up. And don't forget that. Don't forget that it is okay. Looking back those times, it's a miracle I only got sick once. Even more amazing, Adrian and I talked for like 1 hour. And he was like, I can do your job for a little bit. Just please answer my questions. Yeah, like, I know Adrian was also quite the storm during Esten. And yes, Minnie, we are glad that you are here. You are a very good friend, and you deserve to be here just as much, if not more, than many other people. There's the other heresy thing. I don't know what the voodoo doll is. Effigy of grief. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with him. I'm not gonna mess with the bullshit. Well, desert to desert. I don't think I have much choice. But also, look at how few items we picked up in that first stage. For 15 minutes, we picked up like 10 things. Being stuck with my ex after breaking up with him was a nightmare. He'd walk around with a knife just to freak me out. Asshole. Asshole. If I walk around with a knife, which I do, just not in my hand, it's because I'm looking for the thing that I was trying to cut open. Like a package or something. Well, I'm not just gonna like I'm talking about like a little pocket knife. Like, I'm not just gonna flick it open and walk around with it because I'm not an asshole. But yes, everybody, it is okay to not be okay. Give yourself time. Give yourself some respite. Like, keep in mind of like how you would treat someone going through the things that you're going through. Like, you would definitely give them a bit and like be like, just let it out. You're okay. Everything's fine in this moment. You can just let it out. Keep that in mind for yourself. Because sometimes that's exactly what we need to know. Couldn't eat properly either. My food would get stolen from me, so pretty much lived off Tim Hortons and KD. I don't know what KD is, but I do know Tim Hortons. Because Michigander. On the very least, you could do worse than Tim Hortons. Yeah, my monitor's freaking out ever so slightly. Like, it'll blink off every now and again. I think one of my display port cables is a little fucky. Regenerating scrap. Okay. And that's how you're supposed to use it to get around. But I am smooth brain. Can't get a beat on him. This is why I don't play sniper in TF2. I mean, I try to, but you know. I'm not that good. Encrusted key. Another fucking encrusted key. I have not come across one encrusted cache. And I got 4 fucking keys for it. Where are these encrusted caches? Boxed mac and cheese? Oh, craft dinner. Okay. I got you. I mean, there's worse things to live off of. For a few years of my, like, formative childhood, I basically lived off of, El Monterey burritos and, like, ballpark hot dogs. And it's probably a reason why I'm so short. In all honesty. Jesus Christ. Okay. For some reason, like, I feel like I'm not getting anything from these levels. Like, is there some sort of hidden stat where half the gubbins that you would normally find just aren't there when you're Railgunner? Why not? Polyute. Polyloot. Craft dinner was my last resort. I'll grab a bunch at the dollar store when I started running out of money. Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, at the very least, it's not the worst thing you could have gone with. I ate much worse for most of my childhood. Like, I didn't really know what a home-cooked meal was until I moved in with Tori. And she's actually making pasta right now. And actually, it's nearly time. Well, it's about overtime to go for a break. But we're gonna get through this level first. We're gonna power our way through this level. And once the teleporter event is done, no more enemies are spawning, we're gonna go ahead and go to intermission. Because, yeah, got some pasta. Got some pasta waiting for me. Or I don't even know if it's waiting or if it's done or what. But pasta will be received. Now, I didn't even think I liked pasta as a kid. Because my mother ruined every dish she touched. But then I came to live here and had real pasta. I was like, oh my god, this is great. Like, wow. Like, how bad did she have to fuck it up? Also, just the factor that, like, your taste buds change as you get older, and if you try something as an adult that you didn't like as a kid, who knows? You might like it now. Oh god. They're everywhere. They took my flask. They took my flask. God. Damn, I thought I'd gotten him. Ah. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh. Is indeed waiting. I'm glad I don't have to deal with any of that anymore. Sorry for the trauma dump. It's fine. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta. God, get away from me. Leave me alone. All of you. I want to live. Damn it, I want to live. Go. We're doing good. We're nearly there. Good God. There are so many. Sometimes we just need to talk about it. There's no need to apologize. Exactly. Oh, God. They just keep coming. It doesn't stop happening. Okay. Got rid of them. That's good. They're down. The Doomstriders are down. Now we can fight back, boys. We can fight back. Hold our ground against the Wisps and the Lemurians. Ooh. Okay. So now I've got 3 shots. So backup magazine really does give me 3 shots. Maybe I just didn't space them out enough. How I feel about strawberries. I hated them when I was a kid. Now I don't mind them. Yeah. Like, I've got a lot of things like that. But my main thing is mushrooms. I hated mushrooms as a kid. And I still kind of hate the concept of them. And I still kind of hate preparing them. But they taste divine. Give me all them polyute. Or polyloot. I don't know why I keep saying polyute. Drop us off in the back of the polyute, mate. Fucking truth. God, this just feels like aim training here. I used to hate onions. I love them in general now, but there's something I still won't touch. Yes, this is true. She will not touch, like, onions on a Big Mac. Like, the slivered onions that they put on, like, fast food burgers. She will not touch them. Okay. We're going to kill off the last of the ads, because after the teleporter event is done, they'll stop spawning. Okay, and I think that was the last of them. Okay. So, real quick, we are going to go to intermission. We are going to take a half an hour on intermission. I'm not going to get the time wrong this time. It will be at 8:39, or like 8:39, 8:40 that will come back. I'm going to get me some food. I encourage you to get a snack, bathroom break, whatever the hell you need. Because we're going to be going until 10 with some risk of rain. And we're going to be doing this shit. We are going to be the world's best railgunner. Or my name isn't... I don't fucking know. I don't know how to finish this thing. I'll see y'all in a half an hour. Okay. Alrighty, everyone, we are back. I am fed. I've had a very good pasta. I now have tissues beside me because allergies are kicking my ass. And we are ready to get back into the game. I hope you've all had a lovely little intermission. I hope you've gotten some snacks, gone to the bathroom. I'm mainly just buying time just in case any of you are late stragglers and are like, oh my god, I've got to get out of the bathroom. I've got to get off of this toilet before the stream starts again. I don't know why you would, because you can watch this on a phone. I don't care where you're watching it from. It can be our secret. Wait, can I? Let me see if I can lift off my glasses and there we go. Wink. It's very janky. It's very scuffed, my my tracking, but it's fine. So we're gonna get back into the game. Okay. Let us continue on our mighty journey. Okay, starting on top of a barrel of money. That's a good start. This probably just the med kit be the best choice. I'm not getting another fucking key. I'm not. I refuse the key. Nope. 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 Welcome back, Wink Wonk. Yes. All the Wink Wonk. Where's your... Now, of course your weak spot's on your head. Where else would it be? Got these bison. These M bisons. Everywhere. Ah. I have nothing in the way of mobility either. I need some goat hooves. I really need to pick up some goat hooves somewhere. Yeah, from across the map. There should be an achievement for that. Like, I don't care if I am the railgunner. There should be an achievement for that. Across the map kill like that. Come on. That's gold. No, wood sprite, no. I'll pass on that one. And we got medkit. Cool. Now some of these little acid flying guys. I don't actually know the name of these ones. I know the name of a couple of different enemies in this, but not those. I think they're a recent addition with the Void update. That's probably why I don't know them. Get up here, see what we got here. Okay, dagger. Oh, needle tick because of the, yeah. Ow, could you don't? Thanks. All the spaces here. I still think that I'm just getting like less gubbin drops as this character than I normally do. Okay, we got that. Let's go random. Okay. We got the Pyro TF2 gas passer, everybody. Fireworks, as if that ever gave me any sort of advantage. in my life. Just like, I'm finding nothing. Finding boatloads of nothing. Okay, goat hoof. Okay. We got a little bit more mobility now. We still need more than we've got. Like, I want to get a couple of goat hooves. What do we got here? Another dagger, or another needle tick, rather. And Jade Elephant. Not the best. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the only one that... Whoa. A little red whip kicking in. Yeah, I think that's the only one that spawns up here, really. Lens maker glasses. I don't know why I want to say goggles. Not goggles, it's glasses. And we got... Oh, Chrono Bobble. Good. And... an eccentric base. No. Do not like the eccentric base. It's just kind of useless, isn't it? It's just like, oh, you get to teleport between two places. It's like, okay, but why? Let's see what we got in the void chest here. Another fucking key. Why do we have so many keys and nowhere to spend them? I mean, one could argue that we had a good bit of luck just by getting the backup magazines, but they would also be wrong. Singularity Band, okay. Not bad. Not as good as just getting Charles and Ronald's bands separately, but, you know, that is what it is. Oh. 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 Oh, my health. Oh, my health. Oh, my health. Oh, my health. Damn it! Okay. Well, that was that run. That didn't last much longer, did it? Okay. Now I guess... What else did I say I would do? Did I say I would do Artificer? That doesn't sound like me. Did I say do Void Fiend? I said I would do something else, and I can't remember what I said I would do. I don't know. Whoever's in the chat right now, choose what we're going to do. We got the Commando, which I know well. We got the Huntress, which I know well. We've got the Bandit, which I've played once. We got the Multi, which I've played a couple of times. We got Engineer, which I've played once. Artificer, which I've never played at all. Mercenary, which I've played a few times and I'm okay at. Rex, which I've never played. Loader, which I've never played. Acrid, which I've never played. Captain, which I've never played. Another Railgunner run. Or Void Fiend run. Which run would y'all like to see for this last hour and a bit of stream? Just go ahead and let me know in chat. Because I don't really know what I want to play myself. And I know I said I'd say it. I know I said I would play a different run. But I can't remember what I said I would do. I can't remember if I said like Void Fiend or if I would do like Artificer or something like that. Like I said, Artificer doesn't sound like me. I don't think I would want to subject myself to that. But I mean, if chat wants it, I will do it. Because Artificer is basically hard mode. Like, you don't... You basically use magic in a world of guns. And it's very hard to get around. Because you don't really have a good way of, like, dodging things. Void Fiend is different because he's got his corrupted form that slowly builds up over time and like amplifies his skills, but you can heal in normal run. Void Fiend. And there's some interesting choices here. Like, I hear a lot of people swear by Captain, but I've never played much of him. I never really, I don't know. Something about his playstyle just strikes me as kind of weird. Just kind of weird. I've heard a lot of good things of Acrid as a more ranged class. Like if you get the Visions of Heresy, where you can replace your Vicious Wounds with something else. I've heard good things of that, but it looks like we're going to do Void Fiend. So this is going to be interesting because I've played Void Fiend all of like once. You notice that he doesn't come down in a little bubble like the rest of them. He's got M1 just like a little laser, M2 is like a ball that you can charge. Your shift is actually takes you up in the air in like an arc. And R lets you heal yourself at the cost of your corruption, which is the pink meter over there. And so you can kind of use that to manage your corruption. Because once you corrupt, everything gets stronger, but like you can't heal. And your R here just reverts you, I believe. Just reverts you back to your normal form. And like consumes all your corruption. Or maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I gotta play around with it. So yeah, Void Fiend doesn't seem too bad. It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit different. It's all about managing your corruption for when the time is right. So we just go and dash about here. And get all our gubbins as much as we can. Energy drink printer. See, energy drinks aren't too good because it's only a speed boost when you're sprinting. And other than Huntress, I don't think there is another class where you can attack and sprint at the same time. It's like, you can notice, yeah, I stopped sprinting. Okay, so the R in the corrupted form takes some of your health to give you, I assume, like an attack boost or something of the sort. And so we're just going to manage our corruption here for a bit. We got the Wungus. I still think that they should have named it the Hustling Fungus. Or Hustling Fungus, rather. Because it's the Bustling Fungus normally. And this lets you charge up when you are running. So it should be the Hustling Fungus. Not yet. Trying to find more govens here. It feels like I'm playing so slowly now. Feels like I'm moving slowly. Let's get that. That's always useful. Okay, fuck that guy in particular. And only him. No one else exists in the world now. And back to normal. Is there anything in here? I don't figure there would be. No, not really. Nice. Just take it down here. There we go. There's just like nothing in this little path here. I don't know why they don't put something down there. They could use it. Here's something. What we got? Another steak. Go ahead and repair this, because why not? And what do you got? Ooh, delicate watch. So that's an interesting one. This will only go for as long as we've got enough health. Like, I think it's like, so long as we're above 25% health or something like that. Which pairs really well with the flask. Because the flask will get auto-used when you get that low. And it will stop the watch from being used. So, let's see what you got. Guillotine. Nice. Okay, we're doing this now. Okay. There was literally no one anywhere. Almost makes me feel like I should just bump it up to monsoon. Just how little there is around me. Fuck. We're just taking a lovely little jaunt through the snow. We're just taking a lovely little jaunt through the snow together. Watching out for the wildlife. Here's the wildlife. Oh, there goes the wildlife. It's such short range. I guess that's the problem with it, isn't it? It's high damage, but short range. I can barely reach that. This, it'll snipe him out of the air. Jeez, there's nothing around this map. This really is the aim trainer, honestly. This is just aim training. This is just me getting good with my flicks. This is actually all in preparation for me to be a CSGO streamer. No, not really. I don't want to imagine. Well, that popped at a very opportune time, because the Beetle Queen just melted. Ooh, confusion. That's good. We're gonna get some more health here by killing these guys. Because each kill up to 100 will give us 1 health. That's not too bad playing Void Fiend. It's a little annoying that... Oh, well, nope, I could reach that. So I don't know what the problem is with my reach sometimes. Okay. Boop. Boop. No. Just gonna stand still at this point. Boop. 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 Cool. That easy. I don't know why I wasn't already playing Void Fiend. Because, damn, it's kind of easy mode. At least right now. Watch me get like 2 more stages in, and suddenly my tune changes. Okay, we got Mocha, Tougher Times, Opal. On the one hand, I want to go for the Tougher Times. On the other hand, Mocha. I think I'm going to go for Tougher Times. Probably the smart play there. Go over this one. Okay, so we got Firework, Flashbang, Mocha. Definitely Mocha. Attack speed and movement speed. It's like a slightly underpowered Goat Hoof and Soldier Syringe. Like, it's kind of got half the effect of both. So it kind of balances out. Thought I saw something up here. I guess not. Let me go up to this one. Let's see what we got here. Got Fungus, Key, Flask. We're getting a Flask. This goes so well with the Watch. And the Watch is really boosting our damage right now. We don't know, but it really is. Let's go down here and grab this big chest. And, ooh, another infusion. Don't mind if I do. More health, never goes amiss. Where are all the guys? There's one. Ooh. Chest up there. Boink. Not enough right now. Okay, now I'm really starting to get some Kovac. Back at me, just bop, bop, bop. That's really starting to hit me. Like, wow, yeah, this really is the aim trainer. Squid Polyp. Not bad, not bad. Squid Polyp doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. Squid Polyp's helped me out on a couple occasions. Oh, I got it already. And a medkit. Cool. Not a bad thing to have. And we've got a healing drone, looks like. Oh, and we put the Squid Polyp down right here. So the Squid Polyp just drops a squid turret whenever we use an interactable. So like whenever we open a chest or what have you. Just Squid Polyp. Polyp. It doesn't have much health though, so it doesn't last long. Shooting gallery. Okay, that happened. Fuck that guy in particular. Fuck these guys if I can get to him. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Okay. See if we can find a few more guns. Boom. That's been opened. Boom. That'll work for now. Calling some drones. Sure, why not? Okay, we're gonna take the crowbar here. The flag is pretty good, but all damage right now, wherever I like, is preferable to damage in this one little area. Okay, Chrono Bobble, good. And Squid Pulp, okay. It gives him more health, I think. Let's hit the teleporter. Or was there something else over here that I wanted to grab? I don't think so. Okay, let's go hit the teleporter. I don't care that I'm nearly out of rage meter. Still gonna do it. Let's call in some drones. And let's melt this bitch. And all her minions. Just cleansing fire everywhere. Hunter's Harpoon. Not bad. You can see if we keep it up, then we can stay pretty speedy. I'm sorry there's not a whole lot of commentary right now, by the way. It's just, I'm still trying to, like, sort of vibe with the new character. That's just sort of what's happening here. I'm trying to vibe. We all trying to vibe. I hope you're out there vibing. Wherever you are. Whatever you're feeling like, I hope you're vibing. Let's all vibe, yeah? Oh, sulfur pools. I'm not a fan of this level. It's just laid out very weirdly. Let's do another delicate watch. I can't right now. That's fine. Another encrusted key. These things are following me, I fucking swear. These encrusted keys are following me. Come on, I want the watch. Give me the money to get the watch. Let me have the watch. It squeezed me? He didn't even give me the money for a watch. How rude you gotta fucking be. Excuse you. Did it? Oh my god. It didn't even give me the watch. It thought I clicked the stun grenade. Okay, come on. There we go, on freeze. Gasolina. And none of it's very good there. But out of it, I'd probably take the topaz. Just because it's like a barrier on kill. Seems more helpful. Gonna actually give me the thing I picked now? Yep. I thought the squid polyp was an enemy for a second. Ow. Bet you don't. Okay, cautious slug. It's not very good. Cautious slug is usually good for like engineer where you're not moving around a lot. It's just you heal when you stand still, is what it is. Like this. Ow. Fuck you. And you wait for it. I thought it was it. Rapidly heal outside danger. My bad. I'm thinking of the bungus. Speaking of which, fungus. We get the fucking dingus. What do we got here? Okay, we'll probably take the syringe when we actually have a chance. Still vibing, just been updating my attributions panels and stuff so I don't get in crap copyright infringement later on down the line. I feel that. I feel that. I'm hoping that the Pretzel Rocks thing wants to work correctly, because like I didn't set it to YouTube music, so I'm hoping it just does fine for me as is, as opposed to being like, no, you have, oh sorry, as opposed to being like, no, you have to link your YouTube channel for us to work properly. Melt. Melt. Good. Good. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get much more out of this particular area, so I'm just gonna hit the teleporter. What do we got? Beetle Queen. Or Beetle Queens. On the cavalry. And melt the other one. Like butter. And just melt the ads. Good God. I'm a fan of Void Fiend. I'm a fan of it. Vibing as well. The Shawl was screaming to have work done on it. Yeah, I understand. Gotta make sure you study, though. Let's just pop that over there. Nice. We don't with all the flying bitches. Good way to leave. Melting bitches. That's the best way to leave anything. You just melt bitches on your way out. They'll be fine. Thankfully, I don't really have an issue with the music I use, but I find something I can use as a background in chatting scenes. So I just want to make sure everything is linked properly before it go live on Monday. Fair enough. I used to do the whole linking thing. You probably know because you've seen a VOD or two of mine. But I used to link things, and it got so fucking tedious with me. So now I'm just trying to use DMCA free stuff. Like, to where I don't even have to worry about it. Like, it'll link itself. And yeah, it is just in the chat that it posts it now, as opposed to, like, on screen. But aside from, like, what's immediately at the start of the stream, that doesn't really matter because it still shows on the screen. It's I think the only screens that I don't have chat pop up in are the start and the be right back, which I should have it in the be right back. I really should put it in the be right back. I've been meaning to, but I haven't. I'm setting class stuff up in like 10 minutes, so okay. Okay, I got, ow. Got 3 fucking Jerry Slimes here. You fucking, leave me alone. Thankfully I can just heal myself, but it's annoying to have to. Wait, oh. I realized we had one of these big boys. And these, oh. You're kind of ganging here. I'm not about it. Kind of ganging and I'm not about it. Could you don't? Could none of you don't? Jesus. Okay. Getting a little claustrophobic in here. Need a little space. Jesus, they are just swarming. These fucking Jerry Slimes, I tell ya. Okay. Now we can focus fire. Okay, cool. Good, good. Air shot. Big shot. Ugh, 3D printer. I'm getting a whole lot of stuff. I keep saying that, but it feels like the first run I got a bunch of stuff, and now I'm not. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of things to link. Most of the stuff I use from one single source. The rest just asks to link to their website, so I only have to have 3 links. Yeah, I only had to do about the same, but it was still the pain of doing it every time. Like, I had a Word file on my computer of, like, a basis for my, basically like a, what do you call them? A template for my descriptions. And I basically copy-pasted that every time and just wrote a new description each time. And it was still just like, I don't know, something about it. I just like that now I don't have to worry about it. And I just sort of set it and forget it. No, I'm not going to take radar scanner. Oh, I came so close to falling off there. Really? It just gave me... Okay. I used to do that too. Yeah, I feel like it's probably a very popular way of doing things. I feel like it has to be, right? There's no way that people are just doing the shit from memory. I did not need to zoom back up here. This is where I came from. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Love it. Another flask. Some monies. I feel so slow, though. I do feel really slow. I need some go hooves. I need some mocha. I need some fucking movement items. Give me a wax quail, something. Crowbar, I mean, that's good, but... Okay, I mean, you gave me some good damage stuff. And the teleporter. But I want some movement. Give me some movement. Need some movement. I do need to be schmoving. Prion accumulator. I have to. Prion accumulator. I have to. You don't just get that roll. I used to have a document with over a dozen songs I used to use, and I had to carefully keep track of what songs I used in each video. Make sure I didn't miss one. See, I would never even do that much. Like, I'd just be like, hey, these are the artists whom I use their music, and this is where you can find them. Because I've done, like, Approaching Nirvana. Does a lot of, like, very DMCA-friendly stuff. And, like, a few other people. And I would just go back to them. Oh, come on. There we go. And I would always go to the same people every time. Like, I would just cycle through the same little, not a category, but I'm trying to think of what. Just like the same little set of songs. Legendary chest. Got an Aegis. Healing past full grants you a temporary barrier. That means I can... I can just use that whenever. Ooh, that's good to have on him. Because that means I just have barrier basically whenever I want it. Because I can just heal whenever I like. So if I think I'm going to take a particularly hard hit, I can just heal again. It's actually quite useful. Playlist? Sure. I was going for a different word, but I can't find it. No copyright sounds require that you credit each song specifically. They were more flexible about it for streams, though. Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends on who it is, too. Because some, like, yeah, that's the word of the ruling. But it also depends on the spirit of the ruling. Like, there are quite a few artists where if you credit them, and a lot of them will even say, like, because they will specify how they want to be credited in their work. And a lot of them will just say, hey, so long as you, like, link to our website in your description, you can use these in any video. Like, they don't specifically state you have to name every song of ours that you used in the video. They'll just be like, so long as you link to our website, you're fine. And they'll be super pros about it. And I think Approaching Nirvana is one such artist that's like, so long as you credit us, you're fine. You don't have to be specific about it. You just be like, yo, the music in this is made and performed by Approaching Nirvana. See him here. And it's really cool when they do that, because it like, because honestly, it's like, you shouldn't have to credit each song individually. That seems stupid. It does. Especially if you use like 7 tracks from the same artist. Then it's like, come on, just be like, yo, the music in this video is by Approaching Nirvana. Like, go see their shit. They got good shit. And just to be clear, like, I'm not vouching for them specifically for any particular reason other than I've used their music and videos. And they are an NCS artist. In that they have a free license for people to use their music in videos and streams and such. And they're very much bros for how they go about it. Like, that's the only thing I'm saying by stating them. It's not like, oh, you're secretly being paid off by Approaching Nirvana. Like, no. I wish I was. It'd be a hell of a lot easier to make rent if I was. But no, I'm not. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think they updated their stuff, but it can get tricky if you're using stuff from a label compared to an individual artist. Yeah, because then you start getting into, like, the corporate mentality of it all. Like, honestly, it's bad whenever you gotta get into the corporate mentality of anything. When you deal with an individual, you can appeal to them, and you can have them see reason. Corporations will usually follow the word of the law as opposed to the spirit, because the word serves them better in most situations. So it's like, it doesn't really matter if what you're doing is completely, like, fine normally. If the law sides with us, we will get you for everything you own. Sort of thing. And if I sound a little salty, it's because I am. I hate that mentality. I hate it with a burning passion. And there are a lot of places that do very similar things, not just in music, but in just, like, everyday life. And anyone that does that, I hate them with a burning passion. And anyone in their companies that believe that that's a fine thing to do, I hate them with a burning passion. If this is the hill that I am to die on, then I will die gladly on it. you got to keep your priorities straight. You got to keep, yeah, you got to stick to your guns. Most of the stuff I used was done by different artists. I mean, yeah, but then you can like just again, it all depends on the artist. Like some of them, even if you use one song, it's just like, yo, check out their stuff. They're pretty cool. And like, here's a link to their shit. And that's all it's got to be. Like whether you use one song or 100. Like so long as it's not just the songs, so long as you're not just uploading the songs and being like, I made this. Anyone who says otherwise can fuck off. So long as that's not what you're doing, you're fine. But yeah, it all comes down to just... It depends on which artist. Yeah, I can just barely reach him. Okay, got him. Cool. So we got Harpoon, Runald's band, or is that Kiaro's band? I think Runald's band is the red one. Nope, that is Runald's band. Actually contacted Tvizy to see if I could use some of their stuff. And they explicitly told me I could use anything as long as I at least provided a link to their website. But I don't have to link each specific clip. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people like that, they're bros. They're willing to work with you. They know the ridiculousness that comes with, like, you have to credit each song individually or something of that nature. They know it's like, that's bullshit. You and I both know it's bullshit. We all know it is. They just don't want to admit it. So, you ain't got to do that with us. We're not going to make you go through the rigmarole. We're not going to make you jump through hoops to do it. Because not only is it a pain in the ass to the person that does it, but if it's a pain in the ass to the person that does it, like, what's the best method of getting your name out there? What is the best method of just getting that, what's the word I'm looking for? The exposure, I guess. Because I think it is just any way you can get people to listen to the music. And one of the good ways to do that is to have it in a video. And if people watch that video and they can listen to that music and be like, yo, that's some good music. Like, I've done that a couple of times. I'll listen to a video and be like, yo, this music they're using is fucking fire. What music is this? And then I will go and look up the music, and I will look up the band, and I'll find a lot of cool shit from that band. Fox Stevenson is one really good example of that, because I had a buddy forever ago, back in the Mind Piece days. I had a buddy, F64 was what he went by on YouTube. And I don't think he uploads videos anymore, which is a damn shame because they were always fun. And he used All This Time by Fox Stevenson as his outro song. And I heard that song and I'm like, yo, that song is fucking fire. Let me listen to this man's work. And I went and I listened, and I love all of his stuff. Like, I've got so many good songs from Fox Stevenson. It is unreal. Like, because this man was a bro and let my buddy use his song as an outro, or maybe he didn't. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if he did. But if he didn't, then he should have. Because he got at least one fan out of it. And that sort of exposure, I mean, I'm not on the side of, like, pay your artist an exposure or anything like that. Not even remotely. But that's not to say exposure is not important. Because getting your name out there is very much important for craft. And if you can get your name out there in some way, shape, or form, then the more you do that, the more likely you will be to find someone who enjoys your music, who enjoys the things you do, because they can go over not only to your stuff and seek you out directly, but to someone else's stuff and hear it secondhand, or like hear it in the context of something else. It's fun. It's good. They did warn me that not every clip they have is totally free, but figuring out which ones are extremely simple. Yeah, I get that too. It's like, oh damn, what was the song? I'm trying to remember the song. I think it was Fat Rat. I think it was the Fat Rat. And I think it was Unity? I think it was Unity. There are two versions of the song. Because in the first version of Unity, there is like a vocalist that's been clearly pitched up and is doing some like very fun little vocal trills and whatnot. And it's just good. It's a good addition to the song. But if you look it up now, you'll probably get one where it sounds like there's a child chorus, like a chorus of children singing a bit in that exact same spot. Because I believe they lost the rights to use that particular vocalist's work in the song. And so they actually had to change the song because of it. That song is fun. It is very fun. No matter whether you're talking about All This Time or Unity, they're both very fun songs. But I personally like the original version of Unity better, and it's a shame that they lost the rights for that little part, because I feel like the new version, quote-unquote, is the lesser one. Because it feels like they just had to find something or make something to put in the space of it, and it kind of shows. And it's a real shame. Real shame. It's still a good song. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, this song's trash now. Nothing like that. But it's just like, oh, it took something from a great song to a good song. Like, it knocked it down a peg. It's like, that's a real shame. Because I really was digging this. And, like, I'm still digging it, but it's just, there's that something missing now, is what it is. There's that something missing. And you can feel it. Every time you hear it, every time you listen to the song, you can feel what's missing. And it just irks at you, like a little itch in the back of your mind. That just like something is missing. You know that it was there. You know it should be, but it's not. It's like cursed knowledge. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. I nearly got knocked off there. At least it's not that bad, but it's still a bummer. Yeah, it is. It is. And it's not even a matter of it's not that bad. Like, it's still a good song. It's still good. It's not like it took it down so far. But it's just, like I said, it's that niggling little itch in the back of your head. And it's like, I remember what this was. I remember that I liked what it was more. And I'm not pleased with the fact that it can't be that again. Like, the thought of what it is now is marred by the thought of what it was supposed to be. If that makes any sense. I think that's about the best way I can explain it. Yeah, I'm not gonna reach that dude here. I feel like I'm starting to get swamped with things. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's see if we can wrap this up. Let's see if we can get ourselves to Mithrix. So here's the thing. I may not end the stream right at 10. I may just go until I die for this run. Like, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go until we die this run. And, ooh, War Stealth Kit. Okay. That might be useful. Hopefully it isn't. Because if it's useful, then that means we fucked up. Lost Seer's Lenses. 0.5% chance to instantly kill a non-boss enemy. This is one of those high-risk, high-reward kind of void corruptions of items. Where it's like, if you got that chance, then yeah, instantly killing an enemy, great. But you're also losing your bonus to criticals. And that's also a pretty big loss. Okay, it is tuned to the moon. Wheeze is going to the motherfucking moon, y'all. I like how I can shoot it through the wall. That's good. That's good shit. I'm a fan of how that happens. Ooh. I got a little low there. Everything's fine. Fuck off. You dick. I mean, at least we had the buffer. And our watches have not broken. Wait, do we still have watches? Yeah, we still have a watch. Not watches, but we still have a watch. I'm kind of going sweaty tryhard. It's fine. Because I want to beat Mithrix as the Void Fiend. Another guillotine. I'll take it. I'm just gonna focus fire on this thing. I hate these things at this point. Fuck that thing. Fuck this thing. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going. Later, nerds. Okay. Now we are on the moon. The moon. Commencement. Moon of Petrichor 5. And I guess since we're out of battle, our shit isn't gonna go up. Which is good. Which is good. I don't want to have to, like, manipulate it the entire time. It is a big, long way, though. And we have nothing in the way of mobility. We have a Mocha. And that's it. Got a Mocha. That is the only the only manipulation we have had to our movement speed. A single Mocha, which I think raises our movement speed by 7.5%. Woohoo. Fucking chimeras. Got it. Oh, it's maybe it's my sprinting. My sprinting must take some working to do, I guess. As soon as I sprinted, like I stopped sprinting, yeah, but I start, and it's glitching and it's going down. Fuck whatever this is. I don't like it, little angelic bastard. Ah! Okay. What? Fuck me. Well, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to get wrecked by the third enemy I find. Damn. Well, that's that, I suppose. Just gonna back out some main menu of that. So, I don't really know what to say about that. That's Risk of Rain 2. I enjoyed the game. We may play it at a different time on another variety stream or something. I don't know what we're going to be playing for the next variety stream, but, you know, it's going to be whatever I want to play in the moment. So, real quick thing, I'm going to be posting this on Twitter as well, which, by the way, if you don't know, you can follow me on Twitter at KXDejaFu. That is where I post everything to do with when the stream starts, what the stream's about, if the stream has to be canceled or pushed off for whatever reason, it goes on the Twitter. Mainly because I don't feel like I have a big enough following to really necessitate a Discord server. If the channel ever gets big enough, sure. But right now, no. But I am going to post about this later, but I'm going to say it here as well. Next week's schedule is going to be a little different, because my fiance's birthday is on Tuesday. So I'm going to be taking that day off. And instead of Monday modded, Tuesday vintage story, Wednesday Junicraft, Thursday souls, we are instead going to do Monday modded, Wednesday vintage story, Thursday Junicraft, Friday souls, and then the same Saturday as the variety stream, and then Sunday off. So look for the stream on Monday. On Tuesday, there will be no stream. On Wednesday will be Tuesday's stream, Thursday will be Wednesdays, and Friday will be Thursdays, and there will be stream on Saturdays normal. If you follow any of that, thank you, because I don't want to explain it again. Happy early birthday to her. Yeah, she's in chat, actually. Pens and Petals. So I'm sure she appreciates that very much. But yes, so that is going to be what it's going to be doing for the next week. So, regular time on Monday. I didn't really know how to reflect it in the little stream schedule thing that they got on Twitch, because they only have something for a recurring schedule. So I just marked Tuesday as like a no-go. So don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what I'm saying and what's on the Twitter. Like I said, any changes, they happen on the Twitter. For anyone that is here in the Twitch chat, if you've missed any of the VODs, or you just want to go back and watch them for whatever reason, look in the cards below. You will find a bunch of very helpful links, one of which being to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has every VOD I've done thus far. I upload them 24 hours after the stream has gone live, which means at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So this stream will be going live tomorrow at the time that the stream would start. If you are watching this on the YouTube, hello! You will find in the description that there is a link to go watch the Twitch stuff as it happens. You can be one of these people in the chat, right over here. Right over here to the side. You see it. Oh, Jesus, I'm Cassie. I can't move my hands because I'm a broke bitch, but I can motion with my head. This way. Them. Right there. Chat, say hi. They're shy. Don't worry. But you can be one of these very lovely, awesome people in the chat. And if you are interested, hey, drop a follow on the Twitch and tell your people about it. Any people that you feel would have interest in this. That's Pretzel Rocks. They don't count. That's a bot. But anyone that you feel would have interest in the chat, in the chat. Sure, why not interest in the chat? Chaz says hi, says Minnie. Anyone that you feel would have interest in the streams, go ahead and tell them about it. I like the exposure. We were just talking about exposure. It comes back around, full circle. And hey, if you really enjoy what I do and you want to help me out that extra little bit more, I've got a tip jar down in the little card things. And unlike most of the things you can do on Twitch, most of that goes directly to me. And it all helps because I'm basically using it for bills. Just rent and phone and all that good shit. And if you're on the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to it. Sure, why not? It's not as good as a Twitch follow. I'd like you better if you did a Twitch follow, but I'll take that too. The next stream will be on Monday. We will be doing more Sky Fabrication. And like I said, after that, Tuesday will be off, and then we'll be doing Wednesday through Saturday streams. So, all that being said, thank you everyone for joining me on this stream. I have enjoyed all of your company immensely. Thank you to Minnie and my lovely fiancé and to Fox for all being in the chat. I have to like scroll up through the chat to make sure that I'm getting the people that I want to get. Also, I believe Swedish Ace was in here at some point. But I can't see where he popped in at. Be that as it may, I'm sure he was here. In which case, thank you all for being here. And thank you to anyone else who is watching off in the background. And thank you to anyone who's watching the VODs. Just in general. You there, watching this right now. Thanks. You did something worth it. I'm sure. I trust you. You look like a trustworthy sort. So, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see each and every one of you in the next one.